Howdy. Pardon the scuff. It's a super duper guerilla stream. I was not expecting to stream today because I have Pizzatsudan planned, and I still have it planned for Sunday night at 7 p.m. or 6 p.m. 1 hour earlier than this. But they added a category to Twitch today, which is the pizza time. They added a pizza time category, and I want to make use of it. I guess also, while I've got everybody's ear, let me know how the audio levels are. Is this doing its job? Hold on. Everything's a blow up. 1 second. I think we're not doing face tracking here. Good grief. Why isn't this working? But while I get all of my kitchen utensils sorted, how's everyone doing? I don't normally stream on Fridays, so audio seems good. That's good to hear. I'm not sure why my face ain't tracking. Hold on, give me a second. Give me a second. Let me go back to my load screen because apparently 5 minutes away wasn't enough. And of course, I never remember to close my tabs there. All right, there we go. Should be back. That was fun. All right. So I think most of the crowd here is all regular, but in the event that you're not, Pizzatsudan is the pizza baking stream that I do twice a month typically, and I am going to do an advanced one today. My plan is to make a dough tonight, and then I will let it rise for 48 hours, and then I will compare it to the kind we make on Sunday in just 90 minutes. Yeah. 1 second. Yeah, I'm aware there is an issue. This is super scuffed. This is super guerilla. Hold on. All right. You should be able to throw shit at my head, and it should work now. Sorry about all that. The other redeem should all be good as well. Sorry about that. I found myself caught in a Dota match earlier, and I let it run longer than I should have. So I didn't prepare devil may care attitude for streaming, etc., etc. All right. So get this camera set back up, and we should be set. Is the hitting my head working? Are we all set with that? Cool. Excellent. Everything is all set just in time for me to be 12 minutes late to my own stream. Okay, so as I was saying, the plan tonight is we're going to make half as much dough as usual. So the recipe we've got in the corner here, we're going to have, because it's going to rise for 48 hours until my normally scheduled stream on Sunday, and it's going to become a monster because it will have all the time in the world to become huge. So with that in mind, if you're following along at home, know that I will be using half as much ingredient as is listed in the traditional recipe on the bottom of the screen. And I got to find my recipe book. There we go. With all that said, I think we're good. Olives. What about olives? Also, hi Nana. Hello. All right. I think with that underway, we can get started. The first is normally 1.5 cups of water. Half of that would be 3/4 of a cup, I think. I'm going to eyeball it, as is the Italian way. Nana, what's shaking with you? I know you've been super fucking busy lately. I think you've been doing, well, actually, and cool, the shout-out bot still doesn't work. Remind me to fix that for actual Sunday, because that's important. That should be working. Oh, it said olives. Cool. I will get olives then, Fuba, for Sunday. How's that sound? Don't drop the water. I will try my best. Okay. 2/3 a cup of water, 1.5 tablespoons of olive oil. Once again, that's going to be like 3/4 of a cup, or not a cup, of a tablespoon. Boom, like so. Yeah, the manual shout out bot. Excellent, excellent, excellent. Thank you, thank you. 1 1/2 teaspoon of salt. So I've got my condiments over hence. I could do a little bit of a teaspoon. I feel like I'm getting to the point where I can eyeball these, but that's not good for a cooking show. A good cooking show shouldn't be, and just feel it. So I'm gonna actually try and measure these. That's again 3/4 of a teaspoon. Put that away. 3 1/3 cups flour just becomes 1.5 cups of flour. I think that's how much I have. Lots of grinding. I'm about to eat dinner myself, but I love weekly pizza time. Couldn't miss it for the world. That's really sweet. Lucky for you, we got 2 of them this week. Again, Twitch, as their funny haha April Fool's Day prank, added a bunch of, I guess, in their eyes, joke categories. There's this one, there's chores and housework and errands, which is very fun. My friend Lua streamed in that earlier today because she had to do her dishes. And it's like a category that was made for her. There's the pizza time one. There's one that's just chat, not even just chatting. It's just the chat. I don't know about all that. I don't remember the other ones, but they tweeted about it, and so I'm assuming this category won't exist by Sunday when I want to actually do my normally scheduled Pizzatsudan. So I'm gonna make it a single dough early tonight. We're gonna let it rise in the refrigerator for a bit. That's probably good. And we're gonna compare them again on Sunday at 6 p.m. When I will make one that night, which will only rise for 90 minutes, and then we've got this one, which will rise for 2 days. This is going to be a terrifying monster when we're done with it. Okay. Next up is sugar. Same amount as the salt. It's going to be approximately 3/4 of a teaspoon. Very, very ginger here. So don't actually use ginger in your pizza, unless you are intentionally doing it. Okay, and then finally, the star of the show, we've got the yeast, which is also again, same amount. It's typically like 1.5 teaspoons, so we're going to do a little bit less. Also, I might even cut it back even further if I was thinking clearly, because it's going to have a lot of time to rise, so I don't need quite as much of it. But we'll see how it goes. I haven't made half measures for the dough before, and I haven't done one that rises overnight before, so we're going to see. Skeleton cooking, you've got that right. Hello, Frozen Sev. Did you find me from the weird new stream tag? Or did I just get raided? What happened here? Did I? Oh, I did get raided. Oh shit. Kagenaga, hello, thank you. Welcome to the boneyard here. I'm Skeletom. I'm doing my cooking right now. You guys are here for the secret bonus guerilla stream on Sunday. Ooh, I suggested it. Okay, hold on. A lot of chat to read. I didn't expect to get raided. Cool. So yeah, I'm Skeletom. I'm your undead type VTuber. Normally I do programming stuff, but on Sundays, about twice a month, I bust out the utensils in the kitchen and I show you guys how to make pizza from scratch, and I call it the Pizzatsudan. 1/2 pizza cooking, 1/2 just chatting Zatsudan. Yeah. So we have fun here. I do Saturdays and Sundays typically. And yeah, this is because they added the funny prank category of pizza time. It forced my hand, right? So I felt like I had to get going and do this now. So the plan, I don't know if you were here when I said this. To have to dunk. Enjoy. Yeah, excellent. Thank you so much for stopping by, one and all. So the plan here is I'm going to make a dough now, and then again on Sunday at 6 p.m. Eastern, when I normally have my Pizzatsudan, I'm going to take this out of the refrigerator. We're going to see how much bigger it's become, and I will compare that to the one that I normally let rise for only 90 minutes. You sound like my parents. Look like only skin and bones. Yeah. All right, so we get our slotted spoon. It's time to actually stir this motherfucker. And now I get to find out how fucked up and wrong my proportions of water to... oh, there we go. Fine. No spill. To flour are. I'm probably going to end up needing to add more water. I think that's one of the shortcomings of the recipe that I have kind of honed in on, is I always underestimate the water. But I'd kind of rather that and be able to add more than the other way around. Then I have to add more flour and it just becomes bigger and bigger. Where's my water? You fool. Yeah, that's me. I'm a fool. Always have been, always will be. Anyway, you're going to stir this for a little bit until it gets into these nice kind of strips. And because you're doing it by hand, eventually you're just going to need to get in there with your hands, which is why I'm wearing gloves, of course, and really start mashing it up into a single ball. If you were using a machine, which I do on days that I'm not streaming, it becomes much, much cleaner, much easier to do. But looks like we've scooped up all the flour from the bowl. So it's time to put the spoon aside and just get in there. An April Fool. Yeah, I mean, I'm a fool every month, not just April. And this is where I begin to move everything out of the way, because this is the destructive part of the evening. Let's see. Move this, move the oil. I apologize in advance if this causes the screen to shake, because I've got a camera overhead up here. I'm going to just basically take the dough, you squeeze it together, and you slam it into the bottom of the bowl with all of your might. This shakes out air bubbles, flattens everything together, and you just keep doing this ad nauseum, basically. No screen shake, yeah. This mountain is actually very stable. It's also helpful that I'm doing a dough that's half as big as usual. Ordinarily on Sundays, I double the ingredients, or rather, I use the amount that's prescribed on my recipe here. But because this is going to rise for so long, and I'm letting it go for 2 whole days, I have halved the ingredients because it will become much more than twice as large as what I usually deal with on Sundays. And I cannot eat that much pizza in one sitting, as much as I might want to. Even between me and Bon, I can't. The two of us can't eat enough pizza. So. And it looks like Fuba recommended I get olives for Sunday. So he's the first person to actually redeem the pick a weird topping for my Pizzatsudan. I am happy to see it. That's good, that's good. And I will use that accordingly. I'm glad you didn't recommend something weird. I would be distraught if you picked something like anchovies or lobster or I don't know what, marshmallow, hypothetically candy corn or something like that, right? Just hypothetically speaking. Olives are very weird. I disagree. I like olives. I'm a big black olive enjoyer, personally. In moderation, of course. But I think they're very nice and salty. Olives would be easier. I mean, cucumbers are also really easy. I don't know if they're... I'm assuming procurement is different in different countries, but it's very easy to get cucumbers where I live. And, I mean, they're just all water, so... Love anchovy on pizza. Y'all are weird. I don't like anchovies on anything. Maybe I'm a bad Italian, but I'm not an anchovy enjoyer. I don't know why you'd want fish on your pizza. I don't really know why you'd want fish, generally speaking. I like sushi and all, but I'm not a big proponent of seafood. I don't know. I must just be a bad Italian, frankly. Fake Italian, yeah. It's like, what are we even doing? See, that's where you're wrong, Poopa. We typically do have cucumber at home because we like to feed it to our tortoise, Coco, sometimes. So we actually have them. I don't think we have olives, though. I hate it when I eat Kaiser salad and I can actually taste the anchovy in the dressing. That sounds extreme. I don't think I've ever had a salad like that where I can actually taste the fish sauce all the way in the dressing. That's extreme. I also don't know how long I'm going to keep eating this for. It's a little sticky. I don't know if I want to add more flour. Maybe just a twinge. Let me get another measuring cup. So I don't want it to stick to its surroundings, but I don't want it to have so much flour that there's a problem. I should have brought out my flour shaker. That's what I should have done. But I'm not thinking super clear. You say Kaiser like Iron Mouse. I mean, sure. That's, I think, the right way to say it. I mean, it's either that or Caesar, right? But if there's an AE, I think it would be Kaiser. If it's CESR, it would be Caesar. I think, based on my non-existent understanding of linguistics. Well, only an olive enjoyer when it's in oil form. Is it always Caesar? Am I wrong? It's always Caesar, no matter how it's spelt. Always Caesar salad. I honestly thought the spelling would influence the pronunciation. But Americans say everything. You're not wrong. You're absolutely correct in that regard. I'm so bad at being Italian because I'm actually the secret is I'm Italian American, which is like the greatest black mark against my heritage. But that's why I'm trying very hard to repent for it by making dough and teaching people how to do it. Whew. This is hard work. I'm actually sweating. It's not really cardigan weather anymore, but I only have the one outfit, so you'll see me sweated up in the kitchen. Thank goodness I don't live somewhere more tropical. It's only like 50 Fahrenheit. I don't know what that is Celsius. That's probably like 10 Celsius or something, 5 Celsius. You can take the cardigan. That's true. There is an expression for it. I could have taken the cardigan off. You're so right, Bon. You're so smart. I guess in that sense, I have two outfits. Bon here, Bon Bombs, is the person who both illustrated and rigged my model. So they're pretty cool, and they are correct. They did give me an expression to take the cardigan off, but I've literally never used it. You were exact. 50 Fahrenheit is 10 Celsius. Yeah, that tracks. That tracks. I talk to more people on a daily basis that use Celsius than Fahrenheit, so I've gotten pretty good at estimating what the approximation is. I know, talking to Fuba, who uses Celsius, they were very shocked every time I talk about how cold it gets around here, because I believe they live somewhere a little more tropical. And so when I was saying it's like, oh yeah, it's like -5 Celsius or whatever, that's probably not right. It was probably like -2 Celsius. They were very surprised. All right, as you can see, this is taking the shape of like a dough, which is pretty cool. And ordinarily, this would be approximately the point of the night where I'd set this down, I'd zoom in the camera portion would go at the bottom of my screen where the recipe currently is, and then I'd pivot over to playing like a video game or some other banal activity for 90 minutes or so. We'd start a little timer, and it'd be like, ah, cool. And you could watch the dough slowly rise at the bottom of the screen while I play some trite PS2 game or something. But tonight, we're not going to do that. This is going to be very much abridged. So I'm going to now, I think, beat this a little bit more because I've got nothing better to do. And then we're going to transfer it over into a Tupperware. And we're going to then put the Tupperware in the refrigerator for until Sunday. We're going to see what happens. Oh, I could do this all night, though. This is engaging content. Just smashing dough. It's like something I usually skip on because it takes a long time, and I want to not have a very long dinner prep on nights that I do this. But I've got nothing but time right now. Can you overdevelop the gluten in the dough? Probably. I don't think I, with my own bare hands, can do it. I imagine a machine could probably accomplish that, but I'm just throwing this thing against the bottom of a bowl until it's like really smooth. I would have to imagine a bread machine does a lot more concussive force against the yeast and everything and binding things than my own two hands do just doing this over and over again. But I might be wrong. We're going to see. This is an experiment. Everything here is an experiment. The spirit of pizza is freedom, and it is also doing science. It's all science experiment. Whew. So yeah, that's my plans for the weekend. I'm going to like botanical garden type place tomorrow, which I'm pretty excited about. I will report in on Sunday about how that goes. But what's everybody else up to? Has anybody else done anything exciting? Has anyone seen any good pranks today? That's what I want to know. I haven't really been paying too much attention because I don't really find them funny when brands advertise things or companies advertise things that you secretly wanted this entire time. and then they're like, haha, funny prank, like this Pizza Time channel. But if there are any good ones out there, please let me know. So far, my favorite was the Niji Sanji pranks were good. Yeah, a lot of streamers have been doing good stuff, and I'm failing in that regard because this is the real deal. There's no prank here. I got a lovely email that said, "Don't work the weekend." It's been 3 months, so I'm happy. Is that a prank though, Curio? Baldur's Gate 3, there's a vampire character, and they had him an ad for him creating an Only Fangs page. Okay, that's cool. Fuba, Selen was playing more of the Peppa Pig game, right? I know she tweeted about doing Minecraft, but I'm assuming it was the Peppening because that's like her go-to joke. That rules. Good for her. She's very funny. And in terms of other streamers who do stuff I like, my friend Mari, who's over on YouTube as well, she had been tweeting on her schedule that she was going to play Pokemon Crystal today. It was a fan-selected game. And then she just busted out the very, very janky, kind of famous Vietnamese untranslation of Crystal, which is like, I guess, to Vietnamese and then back to English. Kind of legendary game. Is that Maui Bat? A guy went around ordering food and then telling the delivery driver they can take the food home for themselves as a prank. Fave one today. That's good until same delivery driver. I'm assuming they're paying him in advance because that's how delivery works. And I hope they're tipping well. But I can only take home so many pizzas a day before I can't eat all the pizzas these people are telling me to take home. So I guess if it's just one guy doing it, that's probably fine. Tommy's prank was also very good. Joey the intern taking over his account. Yeah. Funny, haha clown. Happy to be streaming with him later in the month for Plamo Weekender. That'll be exciting. I'm looking forward to his segment, and hopefully he can join us for commentary on ours. I would like a commentator because we're going to be doing a race. So okay, I'm going to be done beating this dough here. I have caused enough agony. I'm going to now do a fun trick where I take some parchment paper. I try my very best to rip it. Yeah. There we go. Some parchment paper in here. And we're going to take our olive oil that I strategically moved so it wouldn't knock over. The first time I did this, where I manually kneaded the dough like this and I just beat it against the bottom of the bowl, I did it with such concussive force that I knocked over a champagne glass as well as the oil thing, and the champagne glass instantly shattered against the table. That was a lot of fun. All right, so we're going to... what are we going to do here? We're going to take this, just lightly oil the parchment paper so it doesn't stick. I guess you could probably also just use wax paper for this. This is kind of like DIY wax paper. So I have a lot of olive oil. Yeah. Well, the oil is fine, fortunately. The champagne glass broke, but we can get more of those. They're not terribly expensive. So yeah, you want to lightly oil whatever vessel you're about to put the dough in. Otherwise, it will, stick. And you don't want a papery dough if you can help it. So oil this up, spread it around, and then simply transfer the dough from the bowl to the Tupperware. And if you oiled it properly and everything's good, you should be basically all set. You then can get one that locks and seals because this is going to try and break out, I promise you. So get the lid on there, buckle it down, and we will check back in on this in 2 days' time. Paper. I mean, it's technically edible. It's just fiber, and you can always pick it off, but you don't want too much to stick if you can help it. So we're going to come back to this guy in 2 days' time at 6 p.m. EST, and we will compare this, how much it's risen, to the 90-minute variety that I make on Sunday nights, because I try and do it all in one go. The ideal being a cooking show you can, follow along at home. I do the just chatting, shoot the shit kind of thing. Expose you guys to a weird PS2 game. The last game I did was Everywhere Road Trip for the PS2, where it's a car PG, everybody's a car, and you just drive around this big open world back in like 2004, whenever the game came out. just driving. The way you talk to NPCs is you actually head-on collision with them, and it's fun. It's a cute game. So we did a bunch of that. I'm gonna probably pivot to one-off games going forward. So expect a lot of like movie tie-in games or games that are generally like not good, because I don't want to have to make it like a series. If I only get to play 90 minutes of video game every 2 weeks, I'll never finish the game, right? So I'm going to try and pivot to ones that I don't need to play more than once or don't want to play more than once. If I even stick to doing games as the interstitial at all, on days where I have enough to talk about, I will probably just talk, because that's what Pizzatsudan's all about. Magic Pendulum, that is a game I would definitely want to do a long series on, because it's fun and it's also really slow. 90 minutes in that game barely gets you out of the tutorial, but that's a game, if I had infinite time, I would stream. But between programming and this and not being able to stream weekdays, I don't have a ton of time with that. But Pendulum is fun. I want to definitely stream that at some point. I have it on hardware, so yeah, I don't know. I've got a whole stack of awful movie tie-in games, weird novelty esoterica kind of thing. So I'll probably go with that. Yeah. Let me get this, I guess, in the refrigerator. Never mind, I'm going to have to move around stuff in my refrigerator, so I will deal with that after the stream. Yeah, so once again, I will always carry the burden of having to talk onto you guys. Have you ever played Mega Man X? Only once. I'm not a huge Mega Man enjoyer. I mean, the games are good and everything, undeniably, but I'm not terribly good at them. I don't have it on anything either, so I'd have to go get it. But it definitely is a game I could play. Not a bad choice. It's certainly got the prestige, and it might be the case where I only want to do it once, because, like I said, I'm not good at it. I might bounce off of it pretty quickly. Not a bad recommendation at all. Good one, exactly. Yeah, I'll see if I can find it. I might like it. Last time I played it, I was maybe like 12, so probably my tastes have changed if I had to guess. Yeah. I'm going to the botanical garden tomorrow. I will try and take some photos, have lots of exciting stories to share. I think beforehand we're making eggs and waffles at my friend's place before we all head over there, so that'll be cool. Okay, hold on. Good one for a quick play, specifically the first 3. There's a collection on PS2 and one on Steam. Okay, that's not bad. If the Steam port isn't like dog shit, yeah, that could be very good. that could be very, very, very good. Yeah, what I've got, so in terms of movie tie-in games, I've got Bad Boys for the PS2, which has a celebrity slapman Will Smith, but not his likeness, only on the box art because he was in the movie. The character in the game does not look like and is not voiced by Will Smith. So that one I know is funny because it's very bad. I've got Gun Griffin, which is like an arcadey mech piloting game, which is also very brief. Like you can play it in a single sitting because it's an arcade game. So that's a good one. What else do I have that's like weird and bad? In the good side of things, I've got Samurai Western. I might give a quick look to. Got a bunch of racing games, but they'll probably get me DMCA'd because they all have licensed music. Like I could bust out like NASCAR 2003, but I will probably get shut down for it. The Lupin one, I actually would probably want to do a long play of because of how much I like the series. That's the problem is most games I just want to play a lot. It's a time. Yeah, tell me, you are I'm not going to say late because this is a guerilla stream, but this is going to be a very brief one. I made half as much dough as usual, and you can see it right here. Yeah, I'm a big, huge Lupin enjoyer, Frozen. You are in the right place. I just finished the newest season with one of the Discords I'm in. Pacing is really fucked up. It's like very uneven. It's split into 2 major story arcs. They got the Holmes arc, and there's a second arc that's just about like crazy women, which is pretty cool. Crazy in a good way. I don't mean that in a disparaging way at all. But the Holmes arc, they have like 4 episodes of story, and then they do like 4 one-off episodes, and they get back to like 2 more episodes of Holmes stuff. And so if you're watching it week to week, it's completely jarring because you're away from the main thread for so long. Whereas in like part 5, they would do the whole arc. You get like 2 interstitial episodes, and you start the whole arc. Very good. I loved part 5. Part 6, not so much. Oh, go back to the Shadow Realm. Yeah. So tell me, we're gonna make this dough now. We're gonna compare it to the one we make on Sunday, because this is going to rise for 2 days. So get a good look at this little baby bean now. It's going to be maybe 4 times as big on Sunday if you're back for Sunday Pizzatsudan. So yeah, thanks for stopping by. Hi and bye, I guess. Yeah, so Frozen, I definitely recommend checking out the new season of Lupin. It's not bad. I don't think it's as good as Part 5. I think it maybe is better than Part 4. I don't know. Personally, I don't really like how Lupin is becoming a serial show and not an episodic show. I really liked how you could just jump in at any point in like parts 1, 2, and 3 and be fine. But now it's like you have to watch every episode, which is just the way anime works now. They don't really make episodic anime anymore. So, it is what it is. I definitely, I'm a huge Lupin mark, so of course I'm gonna be excited about it. I just got, what did I get from Discotheque? I got Momo, Mystery of Momo on Blu-ray, and that's exciting. I think I got one of the TV specials. I ordered Tokyo Crisis on Blu-ray, and of course they've recently put out a Part 3 Blu-ray, which is very exciting, and they're soon to put out, I think in April, a little bit later this month, they're putting out the Part 1 Blu-ray, which has a brand new dub, which I'm very excited about, because that has never been dubbed before by any company, and so it's a brand new English dub for a very, very good part of Lupin. That is my opinion. Hold on, I'm gonna go, I think, get a good look at some PS2 games. I'm gonna bring some stuff over. You guys let me know what you'd want to see played in the future. That'll be Part 1's from like 1980. 1970. Part 1 aired in 1971. Is the first episode of Part 1 was 1971. It predates Gundam, if that helps. I'll be right back. All right, so here is some of the shite that I might have for future Pizzatudons, because these are games that I probably only want to play once. Bad Boys, we got our boy Will Smith over here, looking like he's going to slap somebody. Gotta get that topical cheap heat, but the actual model in the game does not resemble him. He is not voiced by Will Smith. This is a game you play for 15 minutes and you call it quits. Real bad stuff. Next up is Gun Griffin Blaze, which I don't know if you can tell has a holographic cover. That's pretty much the entire reason I bought this at the consignment shop, because it looked cool. It's a arcadey mecha game. I think the completion time for this is probably about exactly 90 minutes. I've definitely beaten this in one sitting before, so there's that. Working Designs Ultra Series. I don't know what a Gun Griffin is. I've never heard of Working Design, but holographic cover, I was like, cool, worth $7. Knight's Journey of Dreams for the Wii. I do have a Wii, and I can plug it in the same way I hook up my PS2. I haven't tried it yet, but I'm pretty sure it would work. 90 minutes, 90 minutes, the amount of time that we usually let the dough rise. And yeah, you can see Elebits. Yeah, I love this game, actually. But so we've got Knights, which is a longer game, but I don't know that I'd want to do a whole Let's Play of it. It's cute. If you've never seen it before, it's like a side scroller where you fly around. You are on rails and you can do loops to capture enemies and things like that. It also has like the last equivalent of a Chow Garden. There's like the Nighttopians that you can raise, and it's kind of similar to a Chow Garden. And we got Elebits, which is a Wii Zapper game where you round up these little creatures that generate electricity and are causing chaos around the house. But the Elebits I'm talking about is the DS game, Elebits: The Adventure of Kai and Zero. I have not played the DS game. I did not know there was one until very recently. I've only ever had the Wii one. Elebits. Most of them for Grandia and Lunar. That would track. What else do I got? Let's keep digging. DS game is incredible. I wish I had a way to stream the DS from the DS, which I just sadly do not. What else we got? What else we got? You guys are just gonna get treated to my extensive PS2 collection now. Okay, hold on. Let's talk about this. This is a fun one. More good stuff. You can get a capture card for the DS. Yeah, that sounds like a pain in the ass. So it'd probably just be emulated. Alright, other stuff that I want to play. Sonic Heroes. I think this game is good. Oh wait, why did I grab Jade Cocoon? Wrong game. Did not mean to grab Jade Cocoon. This is a long fucking video game. Wouldn't have time to play this on stream. Sonic Heroes. I remember this game being fun and like as good as Sonic Adventure. I'm far away now. Oh, I bet I know why. Yep. Thank you. Better? No? Is this back to normal? I hope so. Yes, good. Sorry, the way I'm connected right now because I'm in my kitchen is I'm plugged into Discord via my phone, and then on my streaming PC, I'm capturing the audio from Discord and running around just now unplugged my headset from my phone. My bad. Yeah, that's a bonk for sure. Back to normal. Okay, so yeah, I remember Sonic Heroes being very good. I think this is a good video game, but I haven't played it in probably 2 decades. When did this come out? Does this have a date on here? 2003, yeah. So it's probably been about exactly 2 decades since I've played this, right? When it came out. I remember it being fun. As good as Sonic Adventure, probably. I want to play this. Might be a Pizzatsudan game to do like one level, and then I might come back to it for a Let's Play at some point if I have time. I do have Unleashed for the Wii, yes. I also have it for the PS3. I want to stream Unleashed at some point, but I would want to do a full play of Unleashed. But I also have it for the Wii. I could do a Wii version, Pizzatsudan. I got this motherfucker, which I've done one stream of way a long time ago. This is the worst version of a very bad video game. This runs like shit. This gets maybe like 12 frames per second on the PS2. It's very bad, very difficult to play. The Wii one is not bad from what I've played. I think the GameCube version of this might be fun in a bad way. The PS2 version of this game is not fun because it runs so bad. It's difficult. It's physically difficult to play. I got stuck up on the last level because it required a lot of precise timing jumps, and the frame rate would just tank, where there was like a massive input delay. Might be fun to come back to. I had it in my mind when I got this that a fun streaming project would be literally streaming this like every day for a month, or as often as it takes to try and get every unique combination of endings, because they all have a fucked up and very edgy title in the anthology library of this. So like every possible route you can take through this game has a different like black metal title. Fun thing to think about. I love the title song for this game. I Am All of Me is one of Crush 40's greatest hits, truly. Put that away. And then we got this thing, which is not a video game, but I could definitely go through parts of it in 90 minutes. This is the document of Metal Gear Solid 2. This is a documentary on the PlayStation 2. It's a DVD mostly, with a very large, extensive interactive menu. I think it has concept art. There might be a couple of VR missions. It has a model viewer. What else we got? Sneak peek looks, yeah. So this came out before Substance, but after Metal Gear Solid 2. So it's got stuff that was going to come down the pipe. It has special artwork, model viewer, sneak preview for VR missions, which is fun, and like developer commentary. And the manual for this has like a whole big spiel from Kojima about how he hopes that future game developers can look at this and learn how it's done. Yeah, I don't know where this originally came from, but again, I got this at a consignment shop, and I thought this was really weird, so I had to buy it. I think it was like $10. That's pretty much what I got in terms of stuff down the pipe. And then there's the Loop-On game you were talking about. I think I'd want to do a full Let's Play of that. I'm a head out, so I'm excited to check out more of you in the future. Thank you so much. Yeah, so Obviously, I'm here on Twitch. Saturdays and Sundays are usually when I stream. Today was kind of a guerrilla. You can find me on Twitter in the bottom left. That's where I'm most active, at Famtaro. And you can find me at skeletom.net for all of my links. Thank you so much for stopping by, Frozen. I really appreciate it. And again, thank you to the folks who referred you here from the raid. I'm just about done here, so I'm going to actually forward the raid over to my pal Isv, who is a truly excellent robot VTuber who's streaming Kirby Esoterica right now, because she's trying to do all of Kirby in their anniversary year this year. So, yes. Kagenaga. Did I? Yeah, I don't think I said a name. Yeah, Kagenaga. I said whoever. I will check it out and check them out from the stream history here. Kagenaga, thank you. So I'm going to go ahead and get you guys set up for the raid. When you get there, send them the Skeletom Pizza emote, and that'll do it for me tonight. Thank you guys so much for stopping by for this very last minute extra slice of Pizzatsudan. Okay, all good. Yeah, thank you. Let me get you set up with the raid. Thank you for the stream. Thanks for the stream. Have a good night. I will. Raid. Isv. Machina. Here we go. Channels intended for mature audiences. Yeah, so give them the warm welcome. They're truly wonderful, playing every Kirby game under the sun. And when you get there, hit them with the old Skeleton Pizza emote like a lot of you were doing. And that's pretty much going to do it for me. And I will now hit the raid, and bonus era, good night. Until I see you next time, Sunday night for Pizzatsudan.